Hello and welcome to Knit All the Yarn podcast. My name is Lisa and I live in Michigan with my husband and my kiddos. You can find me on Instagram and Ravelry as 72 Stitches. And this is episode 204. Got my coffee, my scrappy knitting queen mug. Maybe, actually yes, next week. Next episode will be June. And that's when summer sock camp starts. So this might be the last time you see my scrappy knitting queen mug for just a little bit. Because I got to get out my summer sock camp mugs. Oh, so excited. This is my YouTube channel where I share my knitting, crocheting, cross stitch, whatever crafty thing I'm up to. Coffee, peppermint mocha creamer. Everything I talk about today will be down in the show notes down there. Underneath the title, click the word more and everything should drop down and you will see everything. I'll have links to yarns, bags, patterns. My reading and watching will be down there. Yeah. Today is Friday, May 19th, 2023, right? It's 19th? Yes. And it is 9:08 a.m. I have my Knit All the West Knits over in my Ravelry group. Knit along. Knit any Stephen West pattern. Whips count. And yeah, that's the only rule. Whips count and it has to be a Stephen West pattern. Doesn't matter. Could be socks, hats, shawls, sweaters. Whatever you fancy. And that ends the 31st. So today's the 19th. Does that mean this is the last? The next episode will be, I don't know. I don't know how the calendar works. I have to look at the calendar. There's 31 days in May. I feel like there should be another episode. Another May episode. I don't know. I'll have to look at the calendar. Anyway, May 31st. Get in your FO picks and chatter away. And in case there is no another May episode next week. Knit All the Felici is coming June 1st. June 1st through August 31st. Knit or crochet, Felici. It could be anything with Felici. Those are going to be the rules. If you do socks, you can use contrasting heel, toes, and cuffs if you want. That's fine. Yeah. You do muscle burrows, cowls, socks. I've even used some of it in shawls, so whatever meets your fancy. It doesn't matter what pattern. Yeah, it just has to be Felici yarn, most of it. If you want to do a musselburg that's reversible, like one side stripy, one side plain, that's fine too. Yes, at some point I will get the threads up in my Ravelry group. I'll have to, maybe I'll do it next week. Maybe I'll do it on Monday. I'm pretty sure the first is Wednesday or Thursday. Do we have another week? I don't know. We probably have another week. I need more coffee. Okay, what I'm wearing while I'm touching it here before we get started. This is my Painting Honeycombs shawl by Stephen West. I used my advent calendar, my Harry Potter advent calendar from last year. This is 2021. That's not last year. That's a couple years ago. I believe this is 2021. And I used Stroll white for the background, which I love this idea, but this yarn bled a little bit in some spots. So that's all right. I'm not too upset. I still love it. And here's the back. I think I striped the color. So I did 1 through 24 and then I just kept going, I believe. I don't know how many times I did it. At least 2, maybe more. So there's the back. I really love this shawl. I would definitely make this again because you start down here and you just keep going until you want to quit. essentially. So that is that. That's what I'm wearing. Also wearing my Knitpicks long sleeve shirt, because this might be the last time I wear my long sleeve shirts. It's gonna get hot. It's gonna get hot this week. Yeah, like almost 90s. I hate hot weather. I don't like summer. Okay, I think that's it. We can get into it. I have one finished object. I want to thank everyone for your comments last week about you don't care what I have finished. You just want to see what I'm working on. So no pressure this week, and I just finished one. Just finished one Advent sock. I finally made a project page for this project. I don't remember when I started, so I just kind of guessed. I know I guessed in April. I'm pretty sure it was April, end of April I started. So this is my Advent calendar from Hoard Yarns and Yarn Cafe Creations. This was the Harry Potter Advent from last year. For heel, toes, and cuffs, I am using Knitpicks Stroll Duff Heather, 64 stitches, 12 rows of 2x2 rib. For each mini, I am knitting a square in my blanket, and then the rest is going in my socks. And I did 21 rows of leg, plus the 12 rows of cuff afterthought heel. US 1.5, which is a 2.5 millimeter. So I'm gonna have 24 pairs of single socks, so I can mismatch. Oh, excited. I really love working on this project. And this is day 4. Let's see if I have my tag. I know this is Hoard Yarns. One moment, please. Haha, grabbed it. It was right on top. So this is Lightning Struck Tower. You can't read that, but just trust me. Excuse me. Hoard Yarns. Hoard Yarn. This advent calendar is by 2 dyers, a mother and daughter, so they swap each day. So my next one I'll show in my whips here will be Yarn Cafe. So yeah, I wrote out all of my details in my project page about rows and whatnot. So if you want to go over there, I will link that down below. This one is very, very dark. It did pool. You can kind of see it, but it's like, it matches my shirt. It's very dark navy. This one's probably gonna bleed. That's okay. If I'm smart, I will wash it by itself and see what happens. So this might bleed on the gray, but I don't really care. So that is my only finished object. Okay, now we're gonna get into whips. And since we're talking about the Advent project, we'll just go into my whip. This is Stitching Plaza. Since it's a Harry Potter Advent, it has to go in a Harry Potter bag, right? My shawl's not staying on very well. Okay, so this color is the Vanishing Cabinet. This is day 5. So this one is day 4. Yep, Yarn Cafe Creations. The Vanishing Cabinet. And I got a lot done on this. I'm almost done-ish. I think I have 30 rows left. It's toe time. Oh, look at this color. I love it. It's like a brownie pink with some green in there. Oh, I love it. So I knit all of my socks magic loop, cuff down, Chiaogoo red lace needle, 32 inches, 32-inch cord, US 1.5, which is a 2.5 millimeter, 64 stitches, 12 rows of 2x2 rib. If you're curious about my markers, I will link a video down below. I'll put my afterthought heel right there. Oh, I love it. So I've got 30 rows and a toe. and a heel left. This will be definitely be done this week. Next week. Next episode. Yeah, I don't really have anything else to say. That is that. So that is day 5. I have day 6 wound up already. This one's Dragon Hoard Yarns. Greeny blue. And this one is called, what is this one called? Horcrux. So this is day 6. Horcrux. I'm just knitting them in the order that the Advent went, just because. So yeah. And I think I said this is Knitpicks Stroll Dub Heather for heels, toes, and cuffs. I want to do that for all of the socks so that they match but don't match. Love it. So that is that whip. Whip number 2 is kind of all over the place because the bag, I was working on it and this is how I left it. This is Mountain State Stitches. This bag is I'm going to be using this bag a lot for summer sock camp. Okay, we got a mess here. I believe I had these cast on last week. Pretty sure I did. West Yorkshire Spinners. This is the sparkle one. And it is vintage tinsel. These are going to be for my mom for Christmas. They're Christmassy, but they're not Christmassy. So I don't mind waiting until actual Christmas to give them to her because she'll probably wear them all winter. So there's what I got. I believe I was at that blue stripe last week. I did not put a progress keeper in there, but pretty sure I was like right there. So I got to past the heel. Yeah, you can see that sparkle. Look at that. Beautiful. Yeah, same needle, 2.5 millimeters, 32-inch cord. 64 stitches, 12 rows of 2x2 rib. And I split the yarn into 2 cakes. And this way I could cast on my second sock right away. Actually, I didn't do it right away. I did it yesterday. So we got a cuff, and these will match. When I wound up the ball and split it in half, I pull from the outside, and they both matched from the outside. So I'm like, I didn't have to pull any out. So I'm like, score. So my hope is to finish these by next week. Yeah, we'll see. My shawl that I've been working on, I'm really like, I just really want to work on that all day. So I haven't been working on my socks that much this week. Some. Yeah, I don't think there's anything else. That's it. Also, the Red Cross called last night, so I don't think they're going to call and interrupt me today. How dare they? I get it. They're probably, I don't know if there's still like a shortage on blood and whatnot, and they keep calling my husband and say, hey, you should do that, but they don't. They say like, they give a number or a website to call, a number or a website to go to find a place to donate, and if it's too much work to research, my husband won't do it, so they just keep calling. They don't advertise it very well. Anyway, okay, that's whip number 2. Whip number 3. I feel like I'm going through this pretty fast. I need to slow down a bit. Okay, whip number 3, also way too big for my bag. It will not close. Oh, and there's my little coffee cup stitch mark or needle stopper. So this is Knit for Brains. it's on my needles. Usually, I think the past couple weeks they haven't been on the needles because I was finished a section, but I finished a section and I just kept going. So I started a new one. So this is Shifting Chevrons by Stephen West. 7 colors, 100 grams of each. 7 sections. I finished 5. I believe is this one. Yep. So this is section 5, and I started section 6 right there. Just 3 colors. I really want to finish this. So bad. I wanted to have it done before summer sock camp. I don't know if it's gonna happen. I got 2 more sections. It seems like it's taking a week per section. So I'm still gonna keep cruising along. So there's the top. I got some stitches on hold. That's what that white yarn is for. But oh, it's beautiful. I really love this. It's not that I'm sick of it. It's just, it's been on my needles for a while. I think I cast this on April 4th. So it's been over a month. Normally I can finish a Stephen West shawl in a month, but I've been working on other things. So, oh, it's beautiful. It's all Knitpicks Stroll. I'm not going to go through the colorway names. In my project page, I have them listed of what order I am doing them in. This looks like black, but it's navy. That's a little better. That is navy. So, yep, I have 2 more sections left. So I would love to have another section done this week. So if I finish one this week and next week, it will probably be done like early June. So that's not that bad. I'm gonna work on this today. Yes, yes. And I'm using US 4s. And these are my needle stoppers from Simply Serving. Little happy coffee. And I brought my, this is also Simply Serving, my little Cosmic Brownie Progress Keeper. I changed the binding on it because I like those circle ones. I will stick this on here. And yeah, I think that's it. I'm still cruising. And we'll put it right there. There it is. I am weaving my ends in as I go. It's kind of messy in the back, but once I block it, I will. Why does my shawl not want to stay on? I think I have it on backwards or upside down or something. So after I block it, I will weave in all those, or not, they are woven in. I'm using the Weave and Steven. Once I block it, I will snip them. Oh, so that's the back. I really love this thing. I'm tempted to, he has a fragmentation shawl, which is similar to this, except there's no decrease. It's just knit, and it'll be, I recommend that one. That one's like probably the most mindless. This one you really have to pay attention about your decreases, because it's like, it's not every row, it's like every other row, so you really gotta pay attention to which row you're on. It's not horrible, but yeah, I don't know. I want to cast that on, but I'm not sure. I was gonna do a scrappy version of the fragmentation, but I have a Hue Loco Advent that needs to be used up, and I'm thinking about doing a crochet shawl, but I don't know yet. Crazy Sock Lady did it with her Advent. It's like a granny stripe, a granny square. It's not granny square. It's a triangle, but it looks like the granny stripe blanket, kind of. So I don't know if I'm going to do that, or if I'm going to cast on the fragmentation after I have a break, or no more shawls until the MCAL starts. I don't know. That's kind of a long, ways away. All right, I need to fix this. It's bothering me. There, that's better. had to flip it around. So I don't know what I'm gonna do yet. I know that I do not want to have a shawl on my needles before October. I want when that starts, I'm gonna be focused on that, and I don't want a lingering whips. So we have June, July, August, September. We got 4 months. I don't know. We'll see. I feel like I can finish at least one more shawl before October, but I guess we'll see how crazy I get with summer camp. And I probably could get a lot done if this thing was done, but it's not. So this is the Coziest Memories by Kemper Ray. I am doing 2 squares a day, and hopefully this will be done in August. That is the plan. It's all fingering weight, scraps. There's mini skeins, there's swaps, there's some advents. Yeah. And I'm using US 2. Yep, US 2, 2.75. I went ahead yesterday and did Thursday, Friday, and Saturday squares. So, let's see. Let's see if my stitch marker is in the right spot. Okay, so I'm assuming these are Sundays, and those are my my advent socks. This is the Vanishing Cabinet one. So that's what it looks like in a square, and those stitch markers are from Twin Mountain Handcrafts. Okay, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and then Friday we finished a row. So there's Friday's first square. So we started a new row all the way. Friday, there's the second one for Friday, and then Saturday. Ooh. I'm doing 20 by 20 stitches. I think the pattern says 23 by 23. I am weaving my ends in as I go, except for the top row. I like to weave them in when I have 4. So there's what my back looks like. Very neat and tidy. I will be doing an I-cord border around the whole thing. I asked my daughter about it, and she's still not sure what color, so she has to wait till I'm a little bit closer to being done. I know her favorite color is blue, but we'll see what she picks. She might pick a dark gray. So this square, I was May 1st square, so I'm almost at 2 rows done. What else? It is 25 squares this way, and I'm gonna do 20 squares up, or 20 rows up. I believe I'm at square 328. I'm pretty sure it's 328. Which one is 328? Wrong way. I believe this one is 328. Yeah. So I'm still going to be chugging along. Of course, this thing is getting very big, and it's getting hot. So I'm trying to do the squares in the morning before it gets way too hot. Oh, this thing is getting big. I can't see. Got strings. Oh, but look at it, it's beautiful. Love it. And this will be for my daughter for her birthday. I cast it on her birthday last year. So I gave myself a little challenge to finish it. To only work on it, or have it done in a year, I guess is what I'm saying. That is my second blanket that I've made of those. I really love it, and the first one took like 4 years. That one took 1 year, but my first one my daughter took, and my youngest my oldest took it. My youngest really wants another, or really wanted one, so I'm trying to work on it a lot so we can get it done. So she can have it this winter. And then I will probably take a little break from it and probably cast one on for me. But I will probably, it'll be a long-term project. Like, it'll probably take me 4 years to finish it. I'll like just work on it in the winter or something. Or I don't know, we'll see. Maybe I'll get addicted and I'll just keep going and start doing a square a day. Or if I do a square a day, I could probably finish it in 2 years. Because I want to do 500 squares. 365 plus 365 is 600 something, right? So it'd be like a year half-ish. But I don't know. We'll see. So that is all of my whips. Now we're going to get into some real talk. Some real talk here. This is real life stuff. Okay. It's nothing horrible. Don't worry about it. I'm okay. Everybody's okay. If you saw my whips, I did not show my Desert Vista Dyework socks. I have been really struggling this month with those. And even the past few months, like maybe like April and probably March, I was really struggling with them. I didn't want to work on them. I just forced myself to do it. And I've decided that I'm done. This is the final decision. I'm done. I've done it for this would be my 3rd year. My heart isn't in it anymore. It's not bringing me joy, so I'm done. I have yarn. I have yarn to do the whole year. I'm going to keep that yarn for a little bit until I decide if I want to like just take the rest of the year off and maybe join next year. I don't know. Probably not. I'll either knit the yarn not in the knit along, or it'll be giveaway for prizes, or I will destash. I need to figure out how to destash. You know, it seems like it's probably a lot of work. I'm trying to figure out what is easier. Ravelry or Instagram? Now, if I have Instagram, I'm probably going to have to set up another account, right? I don't know how to do that. I mean, I signed up for Instagram like, what, 10 years ago? I don't know how to sign up for another account. So I'm trying to figure out what is best for that. So I'm going to think about it for a little bit. But I did try to do my like 30 minutes. I think I talked about this last week. I'm like, well, I'll just do 30 minutes. Well, once it came around to that, I'm just like, I did it for a couple days and it was just making me grumpy. Even 30 minutes a day. And so I said, I'm done. I am done. So that's that. And yeah, I'm not gonna say I'm sorry about it. There's probably some people out there are disappointed that I'm stopping with all of the sock knitting that I'm doing, that it's not a big deal, but I just don't wanna. So I think what I'm gonna do is have my own knit along, and I'm gonna do Freckled Whimsy. You know those Yarn of the Month clubs that just keep piling and piling and I don't have time to knit them? Technically I already knit my DK ones for this month. So I think next month I will cast on another pair. Yeah, so that's that. All right, reading and watching. This might be a shorter episode today. Got my show notes here. That's what I'm looking at. So reading, I am still reading Fairy Tale by Stephen King. Oh my word, I love it. I've gotten to the part where it's weird, so I'm all for that. I think I'm reading that on my Kindle. And because it's like a 600-page book. I am audiobook or Kindle book all the way. That way I can knit while I'm reading and listening. So I think I'm like 33% in. I think I'm on page 200 and something, 6, 7, something like that. So I read some. Still going. That one I got from my library, so it's probably going to expire. So what I might do is just not turn the Wi-Fi on my Kindle. Just keep it a little bit longer. I don't know if that's legal, but I'm doing it. If not, if something happens, I could probably purchase it on Amazon. It's not a big deal. But I'm going to keep on going with it. Okay, watching. We still just have Netflix streaming. So not a lot of TV watching this week, for me anyway. My husband and I finished Sandman season 1. I liked it. I like some episodes more than others, but it's pretty good. I think there's going to be a second season. We'll probably watch that at some point. I finished Supernatural season 5. I love Supernatural. This is a rewatch for me. Let's see. I started Ozark season 1. I watched like 2 episodes and I'm like, I'm in. I'm hooked. I'm going to watch all of them. I don't know if I'm going to take a break or if I'm just going to keep going. I think I'm just going to keep going. My kids' last day of school is June 16th, I think. So they have like 3-ish weeks left. Yeah. It's almost summer break already. I can't believe it. So I'm probably going to watch as much as I can until they're out of school. That is not a show that I can watch when they're running around. It is not appropriate. So we'll see how much I can get done. Also, Supernatural really isn't appropriate either. It's kind of gory. That doesn't bother me, but I don't want my kids seeing it. And then my husband and I started watching the Queen Charlotte, the Bridgerton, the story. I don't know what it's called. You all know what I'm talking about. It's Bridgerton. The side spin-off or whatever you want to call it. I really love that one. Oh, I love it. We have 2 episodes left. There's only 6 episodes, which is sad, but I love it. I'm pretty sure I read all the Bridgerton books like a year or 2 ago, but I don't remember. I know there's some side ones. I don't think I've read this one, so I don't know. Is there a book on Queen Charlotte? Maybe I'll read it. I don't know. We'll see. So that's it for reading and watching. I talked about my knit along. I talked about the Felici along. I think that's it. Life stuff, I guess. Feeling good. This month has been rough with that DVD cal. It's like stop, start, stop, start. My brain is it was just going all over the place. But now that I've made a decision, I feel so much better. The weight has been lifted. I just got to figure out what to do with that yarn. So if you have any thoughts or suggestions on how I can destash yarn easily, because I don't want it to take up knitting time. Nobody wants that. Yeah. I also have a lot of project bags that I don't use anymore. I have my favorites and I just kind of cycle through them. So I need to go through my bags and destash those too, I think. I've been very good and have not bought one project bag this year. Weather, it's been really nice this week. It's like 70s. Mid-70s, not even mid-70s, low 70s. It's like, oh, it's perfect. I can have the windows open. I don't sweat when I go for a walk. Next week, probably not a lot of walking is going to happen. I really have What I really should do is walk in the mornings, but I can't bring myself to do it. I get started with my day, I get started with my knitting, and next thing I know it's lunchtime. And when it's lunchtime, it's way too hot. That's where I usually go out for walks with my husband. Since he is still home, we go for a walk after lunch. But that's not going to happen this week, I don't think. Because I don't like sweating. I absolutely hate it. It is the worst feeling ever. I will sit in my house all summer. I don't like it. I don't like summer. What else? I'm excited for summer sock camp. I saw that the Crazy Sock Lady put the new logo in her Spreadshirt shop, so I will be probably purchasing at least a mug. Maybe she put some buttons on there, so maybe I'll get some buttons so I can put them on my bags. Yeah, I don't know. I gotta look. I don't usually do, when it's shirts and it says 2023 on it, I feel weird wearing them after 2023. I don't know. It's just me, I guess. I don't like wearing shirts with dates on them. So I'm probably not going to get a shirt or anything. But I will at least get a mug and maybe some buttons. So I got to do that ASAP. Probably today. I should do it today. So you will be seeing a lot of shorty socks from me this summer. I'm going to probably make some more for my friend Amy for Christmas. I have, did I say these ones are for my mom? These ones are for my mom. Ooh, let's poke my face almost. So I want to make at least one more pair for her for Christmas. I think that's her third pair. I like to do at least 4 pairs for her for Christmas. So that's probably what I'm going to cast on next after those are done. So I don't know. Those might be done before summer sock camp. I don't know. We'll see. So yeah, I'm just going to keep on knitting. I don't know if I'm going to have any new cast-ons next week. We'll see. At least an Advent sock. Yeah, I'm excited for summer sock camp. I don't know why, because I knit socks all the time. All year round. But for summertime, I don't know. It's just more exciting. She is doing a knit along. She scaled back a lot. She does not have the cabins anymore, which kind of makes me sad. I mean, I didn't think it was confusing, but I guess other people thought it was confusing. I am still going to be in the Magic Loop cabin. That's where I am. Yeah, she just has a finished object thread and a chatter thread, and that's it. And I believe there's no prizes. Don't quote me. I haven't watched her video yet, but I thought I saw in the Ravelry group that there wasn't going to be any prizes because it's just too much for her, which is fine. I don't care about prizes. As you see, I have a lot of sock yarn already. Felici probably comes out next month. Oh, I'm excited. I am going to buy some more. That's my next yarn purchase. I was good. I did not buy any yarn this week. I think I forgot to mention last week I purchased, they're probably all gone. I don't know if they are. The Harry Potter Advent from Yarn Cafe Creations and Dragon Hoard Yarns. I did purchase that. I thought it was going to be the last one because they're doing it based on the books / movies. When I bought it, it said part 1. So that means they're going to have at least one more. They're splitting this book into 2 parts. I'm excited because I thought this was the last one, and it's not. Don't know what I'm going to do with it. I don't know. Should I make another Advent sock project? I don't know. We'll wait and see. Yeah, now I'm just rambling just to make sure that it's about 40 minutes. So yeah, go over to Yarn Cafe Creations or Dragon Hoard Yarns and see if there's any left. I'm pretty sure there is. It's been a couple weeks, but oh, I'm excited. So I'm pretty sure no more Advents for me. I think I'm done except for the Cozy Knitter one. I'm tempted by the opal mini one from Purple Circle Yarn Co. I don't know. If I get on my D-stash and sell some of that yarn, I could probably buy another one. I don't know. We will see. I am keeping track of my funds this year, trying to be better. So we will see what happens. I really love the opal yarn. Those scrappy socks. Oh, I need to make some more scrappy socks too. I have, for this blanket, I've been saving 5 grams. Excuse me, 5 grams for each square, but technically it's like maybe 3 grams per square. So I have like all of these. I have 2 gallon size Ziploc bags full of like all of these 2-gram balls, and I really want to make scrappy socks. I want to make my friends scrappy socks. So that's probably going to be happening in Summer Sock Camp too. Oh, I just wanted all the things. So excited. I think that's it. I'm done rambling. I was all over the place there at the end. So if you're still with me, thank you. Let's see. I think I asked you all of the things I was going to ask you. D-stash options. What's easier? Is Instagram easier? Ravelry? I don't know. But I need to get on that. That should be my project this summer. Because it's more than Desert Vista Dye Works. There's some other skeins that I've had for like probably 4 or 5 years, or at least 2 to 5 years, and I'm just not knitting them. So we will see. All right, I guess that's it. 42 minutes. 42. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe. If you have any questions or comments, put them right down there. I do love reading them, and hopefully I will see you next week. Bye.